Hey, I'm NichBoy and welcome to Pocket, and today we're checking out an early build of survival game, The Flame in the Flood. The Flame in the Flood is the first game from the Molasses Flood. They're kind of like a super group of game developers. They've worked on Halo and Bioshock and Rock Band and Guitar Hero. They're like the traveling Wilburys of game developers. Let's see how their first game is shaping up. Okay, the first thing you will notice is this is a beta build, because this game was actually crowdfunded and this is a sort of special backers code. We didn't actually back the game, we just kind of bugged them until they gave us a press version. But it is TBA coming out. They don't quite know when it's going to be released, but they've released this to sort of, you know, check out any bugs or anything in it. So we thought we'd dive in. It already has me because there's a dog here. Oh, the dog is wearing glasses. Why does the dog have glasses? I don't care, it's adorable. Find a stronger signal. Okay. So the game is basically like a survival game. It's something like Don't Starve, where you need to sort of find food, find shelter, find water, stay warm, stay cool, feed your dog. Don't feed your dog. Right now I need to find a stronger signal. That's how I'll survive. It is gorgeous. I love this art style. It looks a little bit like Tearaway. Yeah, sapling, I'll take it. Oh yeah, you got one of those magic bags that carries everything. Scout, player portrait. The status bars represent your energy, warmth, thirst, and hunger. So, why aren't they in the same order there as they are there? That's very confusing. Jerky, splint, night crawlers. What are night crawlers? I'll take them. Let's look in this bag. I can craft things? Saplings, oh, close your eyes, eat, and enjoy a nutritious snack. No thank you. That's weird, there's a bee there. Like I've got an Xbox controller plugged in. There's your first bug, Molasses Flood. Fix it. I get on a raft. Oh, that does not look stable. Oh, if this dog dies, I'm not gonna be able to cope. I'm fine with her dying. Oh yeah, they are the Wilburys. Rafting. I do not know much about gods, but I think that the river is a strong brown god. Sullen, untamed, and intractable. The raft icon shows your raft condition. If it gets damaged, craft raft parts to fix it. Craft raft parts. Bug number 2. That's a really hard thing to say. Okay, steer with left, paddle hard. Right. This is not the game that I was expecting. With that funky soundtrack. Heal? What is going on here? Well, obviously there's been a big flood. This music is belying how fast everything is getting! Get back on the raft! Broken bone? What is happening? Oh. And now there's a wolf? You cannot survive for long in an encounter with a wolf. You lack the means to hurt or kill it. Press space to frighten the wolf and buy a little time. But I have a broken leg and my dog has poor eyesight. Oh, your leg seems fine. Oh, you bandaged it up in the water. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice little detail. I'm not happy though. Look how shit I look. Oh. I look like The Ring. I love her I've broken my leg stance and movement. It's a really nice little touch. Devil's Trumpet. Okay, so far this is a lot of collecting things. Can I bandage myself up? Like more? Set a break wrong and you'll hobble for life. Keep a splint handy and fix yourself up the right way or you'll regret it for the rest of your days. I can cure this with a splint. Do I have I have a splint. Ooh, I love the music cue. Wet. Wet is the slow killer in the wild. Where am I going? Oh! Hiya! Ah! Ya! Ya! Okay, so that's it? Oh no, I have to hop back on the raft? That's where everything went wrong in the first place. Okay, so it's about like jumping between islands to put together like supplies and stuff. I need to build a fire. Create tinder. Out of cattail. I love the music cues. Heavy clothing. Wow, there's a lot of unlockables. Look at all the clothes. Dandelion tea. I can make dandelion tea, but I can't make a fire. Pooch, how do I make a fire? It controls nicely, but it always feels like it's an effort to move her. Oh, good catch, Pooch. I love this part. I mean, I hate the raft stuff, but I love this bit. Shit! Oh, that music's great. So I missed one of those islands, and now I can never go back to it. Yes, just let the current do its work. Good boy. Good boy, this is how you raft. The song's not gonna stop. Oh, it knows what I want. That was terrific. Now, how do I make a frigging fire? Use fire. Thank goodness. Craft dry tinder. I'm on it. That's why I had all that cattail. Okay, so the crafting menu is not the most intuitive. Also, again, this is a very early build, but it's bugging me how some of the words are in capital letters and some of them aren't. It all feels rather temporary. Tinder. Crafting fails. Clear space in your inventory. Is it because I have too much tinder? I thought I was already carrying tinder. Move to raft. Move to Aesop. The dog's name is Aesop? Wow, that is the coolest dog ever. That dog probably has like 3 wives and 30 kids. You run in a commune somewhere. It's weird that I can only light a fire there when I was carrying around all the other stuff. Leave. Put it out. Put it out. Put it out. Put it out. This is exactly why there was a flood. It's this kind of reckless disregard for human life. Cotton pants. You can pack them with leaves or the heads of cattails in a pinch to keep you a little warmer. Huh. This game's actually teaching me something. I don't want to go back and raft more. Lots of danger happens on that raft. It doesn't quite control... Aesop! Well, that was traumatic. So that was my very first playthrough of The Flame in the Flood. Now, I got about 2.5 kilometers downriver there, and obviously the objective is to keep going and going and going until I reach people, I'm guessing? Or just to see how far I can actually get. It's a survival game through and through, but it's got a really cool idea behind it. I mean, with most of these kinds of games, the one on the top of my head I can think of that I've played the most is Don't Starve. You end up playing that game by building a base. You end up sort of having an area that's yours, that you go out, forage, find new things, kill things, hunt, whatever, but you always come back to one spot and build that up. That's your safe place. Here, you don't have a safe place. You're sort of powering down that river. And every time you move, the only things you have are the things that you have actually put in your backpack. I think that's a really cool idea and a nice little twist on this kind of mechanic. It's constantly pushing you forward. There's nowhere you can stay that's really safe. Then there's probably a risk-reward system going on there as well. Do you just continue rafting down the river, skip some islands, and hope that you can get further? But then in that case, you will end up getting hungry and thirsty, and that means that the next place you land has to have food and water, which are things that you would have collected at the other islands as you were going on. But at those other islands, there's challenges. I mean, we saw there the wolf, but I'm assuming later on there's tougher things there, or those wolves start attacking, and there's other things that you need to contend with. So there's a lot of balancing going on. Obviously it's a beta at the moment, so there's not a huge amount of content in the game right now, but you did see there were a decent amount of unlockables, and they're obviously continuing to develop and refine and add new things, but I think this is a game to really keep an eye on. It's totally piqued my interest. I love the art style. It comes from a great pedigree, and I really like the idea behind the game, which is survival of constantly moving, never getting left behind. All right, that's it for today's episode of Pocket. NichBoy out. Don't worry, Aesop. I'll get you back to your enormous polygamist family.